Developing SQL databases, Serializable and Snapshot. Introduction. The Serializable and Snapshot module provides you with the instruction and the device to develop your hands-on skills in the following topics: working with serializable isolation level and working with snapshot isolation level. It will take approximately 35 minutes to complete this lab. Next. Working with the serializable isolation level. The system of locking that works between SQL transaction in the database is controlled or determined by installation levels. There are various isolation levels in the SQL Server apart from serializable and snapshot. The other levels are as follows: read uncommitted, second repeatable read, and third read committed. In this exercise, you will work with serializable isolation levels. So task 1, execute and insert statements with two simultaneously sessions on table without indexed. First, let us on the PLAB SQL1. In this task, you will perform the following actions. First, create a new table named dim_product_temp without primary key, thereby the table will not have any index. Second, fill the table with records. Third, display all the records from dim_product_temp table. And second, create session 1 transactions query with multiple select statements. And lastly, create session 2 transaction query with an insert statement. Step 1. Ensure you have powered on the required device and connect to PLAB SQL1. Step 2. From the PLAB SQL1 desktop, click Start and click Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. The Connect to Server dialog box appears. From the server type drop-down list, click Database Engine. On the server name text box, type PLAB SQL1 and click Connect. In the SQL Server Management Studio windows open. In the Object Explorer, click to expand the database folder. Step 4. To select the database from the list of databases, click AdventureWorks DW 2016 CTP3. To create a new query, click the New Query. The new query panes open. To create a table, type the following query in the new query pane. This query checks if the table name dim_product_temp exists in the database or not. To run, click execute or press F5. The query runs successfully and the result is displayed. Step 7. Click the new query. Type the following query in the new query pane. This query imports record into the dim_product_temp table from the dim_product table based on the where clause. To run a query, click execute or press F5. The query runs successfully and the result is displayed. Step 8. To create a new query, click the new query. Type the following query in the new query pane. This query displays all the records from the product temp table in the ascending order of the product key column. To run the query, click execute or press F5. The query runs successfully as the result set is displayed. Step 9, click the new query and then type the following query in the new query pane. Recall the div product underscore temp does not have any index. To run the query, click execute or press F5. The query runs successfully and the result is displayed. Notice result pane shows as empty result. Step 10. After a delay of 15 minutes, the entire transaction is executed. The result pane shows the execution of both the select statements. Step 11. To create, click New Query. Type the following query in the new query pane. Paste. And to run the query, click Execute. Query runs successfully and the result is displayed. The div product underscore temp table will be locked during the entire transaction as there is no index on the table. Task 2. Execute select and insert statement in two simultaneously sessions on table with index. In this task, you will perform the following actions. Create a new table named dim product underscore temp with primary key, thereby the table will have an index. Second, fill the table with records. Third, display all the records from the dim product underscore temp table. And fourth, create session 1 transaction query with multiple selects. And last, create session 2 transaction query with an insert table. Step 1. To create a new query, click the new query. Type the following query in the new query pane. Then paste. This query checks if the table named dim product exists in the database or not. To run the query, click execute. The query runs successfully and the result is displayed. Step 2. Click the new query. Insert into the dim product name. Paste. This query insert records into dim product underscore temp table from the dim product table based on where clause. To run the query, click execute. The query runs successfully and the result is displayed. Step 3. Click the new query. Type the following query in the new query pane. This query inserts a record into dim product underscore table. To run the query, click execute. The query runs successfully and the result is displayed. Step 4. Click the new query. Type the following query in the new query pane. This query displays all the records from dim product underscore temp table in the ascending order of the product key column. Click execute. The query runs successfully. The result set is displayed. Step 5. Click the new query. Type the following query in the new query pane. Recall the dim product underscore temp table has an index. To run the query, click execute. The result pane shows the execution of the both select statements. After a delay of 15 minutes, the entire transaction is executed. Step 6. To create, click new query. Insert. Type the following in the new query pane. Consider the transaction as two sessions. This query inserts a record in a dim product underscore table. Click execute. The query runs successfully and the result set is displayed. Next. Exercise 2. Working with snapshot isolation level. In the snapshot isolation level, other queries can interact with the snapshot-based transactions. However, if the other queries and modifying the data, the old version of the data is stored in the tempdb database. In this task, you will perform actions. Enable the database to work with. I check whether the product underscore temp table exists. Fill the records in the product underscore temp table. Create sessions 1 transaction. Create session 2 transaction. Commit session 1 transaction and commit session 2 transaction. Step 1, click the new query and type the following query in the new query pane. This query enables the AdventureWorks DW 2016 CTP3 database and click execute. The query runs successfully and the result is displayed. Step 2, click the new query. Type the following query in the new query pane. Paste. This query checks if the product underscore temp table exists in the database and then click execute. The query runs successfully and the result set is displayed. Step 3, click the new query. Type the following query in the new query pane. In the query, the transaction isolation level is set to Snapshot. Click execute. The query runs successfully and the result is displayed. Step 4, click a new query. Type the following query in the new query pane. In this query, the transaction isolation level is set to Snapshot. Click execute. The query runs successfully and the result set is displayed. Step 5, click new query. Open the query window of session 1 transaction where the update entire statements right. Commit the entire query, type only the commit in the end of the query as indicated. Click execute or press F5. Step 6, open the new query session 2 transaction where the statement is written. Paste. Execute. So in the query, step 7, to rerun the query, click execute or press F5. And then next, that's all. Developing SQL databases, serializable and snapshot summary. You cover the following activities in this module: working with serializable isolation levels, working with snapshot isolation